Good evening. Welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to be looking at something fun and exciting. So, the inner child loves to be playful, the inner child loves to have fun, and actually, that's one of the ways that you can initiate healing if you're having some challenges with how to get started, is by just doing things in life that make your inner child happy. Adventures, going out and skating, doing things that you used to do as a child, or maybe that you didn't have the opportunity to do as a child. So we have 4 piles today. I did pre-pick all of the cards. If you guys like that, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I figured it would shorten up the time that we take here. There are tarot cards underneath. For the time being, let's just stop, recollect our energy, take a moment, take a few deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth until you feel relaxed. When you feel the breaths being easier to take, stop, take a look at the cards, and pick your decks. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I'm doing something a little different. I don't have any trinkets or anything on the piles. The reason being is that I want you to just learn to trust your intuition. Trust that inner child is being drawn to one specific pile and just go for it. Worst case is that you pick a different pile or it doesn't resonate with you, right? That's okay. That happens in tarot. It doesn't always resonate for you. We're reading for such a large group. The collective is huge, right? So it's not going to necessarily resonate with you every time. That's perfectly fine. Take a few moments, deep breaths. I'm going to catch my breath, clear my throat, and when we come back, we're going to jump right in to pile number 1. All right, if you picked the first pile, this is your deck, pile number 1. Let's turn the cards over and see what we have. So let's look at our oracle cards first. The first card says, say yes. Let me show this to you. So your inner child, right off the bat, is wanting to go out and do something fun, such as an amusement park is what I'm seeing. Excuse me. Your inner child may love to have played like house when you were younger. Maybe you were interested in castles and kingdoms and things like that, things of that sort. I'm thinking about the show. I think it's called Bridgerton. Everybody's into it except for me, or a lot of people are, I should say. But I'm seeing definitely an amusement park. In addition to that, I'm just seeing getting outside, maybe going and doing some medieval times type things. Let me show you this card so you can see it clearer. Now is the time to be open and to receive. I'm also seeing like flower gardens. Your inner child may love flowers of some sorts, and it may be appropriate for you to get outside and just bask in the season. So, for example, where I live, we have local flower gardens that we can go to, and depending upon the season, the roses are either dead or alive, right? One or the other. And it depends on the season. And I love going out and just exploring based on the season, because even in the dry seasons, there's something that's life-giving. So I'm definitely seeing going to an amusement park. I'm seeing medieval times, some type of castle. I think, like I said, the show is Bridgerton, something like that. That may be fun for you to watch, for you to tap into your inner child, for you to just maybe set aside the adulting in your life and enjoying something that looks fun and exciting. This is growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So your inner child, again, I'm being drawn to this medallion within the middle. You may love to paint, to color, to draw. There's something called dotting that is super, super calming, relaxing, and it will relieve stress and anxiety. It helps to aid in stress and anxiety relief for lots. You may want to get into that. That may be exciting and fun for you. This card here is giving me definitely fall vibes. I'm getting fall vibes. So it says, when a witch must drink their brew. This is about tapping into your potions, the potion within you, the natural ability to be able to do things. So you may want to do something such as skydiving or flying somewhere overseas or something. There's something in regards to spreading your wings and just kind of jumping in, but I'm seeing something super creative in the sense of arts for sure. So the arts, I'm seeing outdoors, um, flowers, I'm seeing fall, but I'm definitely getting like a medieval time. And the witch card here is also drawing me into the medieval times and the idea of like the Renaissance, things like that. I don't know exactly what these things are called. I'm just seeing things like that. So there's like a Renaissance festival that I think they have in almost every city annually. Maybe going to something like that would be fun to tap into for your inner child. For some reason, too, this is reminding me of like a Japanese garden. So I'm not sure, you could be from Japan. Maybe your family is from Japan, but tapping into some of the beauty that is in Japan. I believe they have the Japanese cherry blossoms, which are beautiful. Japan is beautiful. I've never been, but I've seen lots on TV. I took a Japanese class when I was younger in high school, and I'm definitely feeling some of that energy. The flowers, the green, just the life and the peace that you find when you're in a Japanese garden is what I'm kind of tapping into in this moment. But it's given me the Japanese cherry blossom vibes mixed in with some medieval stuff. So maybe there's like a castle or something in Japan that you visiting would bring you back into childhood memories that were maybe lovely for you. Maybe you've been to a castle in Japan. So this card here is happiness. So your inner child is looking for something creative to bring happiness into your life or to restore happiness that's possibly been stolen. Let's see what the back of the card says. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. So this could have a lot to do with you getting outside in nature or during the medieval times, the Renaissance themed ideas to maybe get your inner child awakened, to reignite the fire and the passion for life within your inner child. Maybe your inner child has gone through some dark times and that's caused a lot of growth in your life. But with that growth, you have a lack of happiness. So your inner child is looking to do something fun and creative to bring back the happiness, to restore the happiness that may have been stolen away. So this is fun. I like this. I love flowers. Um, I love just being outdoors, and I love like things related to Japan. I love the simplicity of the Japanese culture. So that could be another thing too, is that maybe you have been living a life that is chaotic and your inner child is seeking some type of peace and contentment with simplicity. So this card here is Virgin. So maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So yeah, just kind of going back to what I was stating just a moment ago. Your inner child is desiring to do things that are fun, that are going to be very lighthearted and simple. It's something about releasing the burdens of life and just freeing yourself from overload. That's what I'm picking up on. Oh, judge. Wow, judge. The judge is all about balancing. Whenever I think about the judge, let me show you the card. But whenever I think about the judge, I always think about the justice card in the tarot deck, and that's all about balancing out um, things that may be mismanaged. Right? Let's read the card. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power are the light attributes. The shadow attributes, which usually your inner child is calling for you to operate in light and come out of the shadow, but the shadow attributes are offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So, what I'm picking up on from that is the need to balance out your adulting with your inner child and going outside in flower gardens specifically. There's something about flowers in a garden, simplicity of Japanese gardens and lifestyle, in addition to castles. So I'm not sure, they're like, I don't know if this is even a thing, but I'm picking up on castles being present in Japan, and there's something about that that's significant. So maybe look those up and see the significance of castles in Japan. And I don't feel like it's a castle like this. It's a simple, I'm seeing like a very simple smaller, like quaint type house, but it's simple. There's peace there, there's tranquility there, and it's removing all of the adulting that has brought in the unhappiness in your life. So definitely look into those things and see if any of that resonates with you. So for your tarot cards here, excuse me, give me 2 seconds. For your tarot cards here, we have the Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely confirming what I was just stating a moment ago. So the Six of Pentacles is in this deck to me about bringing balance. Look at this. There's an imbalance here. They're trying to figure out, let me bring this up so you can see. They're trying to distribute out the pentacles so that they're even, right? So something in your life has been uneven and it needs to be brought into balance. Definitely, Three of Wands is about looking ahead, right? Setting expectations, awaiting something, the arrival of something, and it can signify travel or distance between something, someone, you, or a person, place, or a thing. And then we have the World card, the Two of Wands here, and it has a globe in it, which is also indicative and reminding me of this Japanese cherry blossom or cherry garden that I'm seeing. So you definitely could potentially be from another country, possibly, you know, even born and raised or have family in Japan. And there's some roots there that could enlighten you or bring you out of the unhappiness that you've been experiencing, just to remind you and to allow your inner child to be free to maybe play. Maybe you have restrictions or constraints in your current living conditions that prevent you from that freeing experience. I don't know why, but I'm just picking up on, um, like, I don't know why, because this is not even a Japanese dish as far as I know, but I'm picking up on a chicken dish. There's a chicken and rice dish, and it is extremely simple. Don't ask me why this is coming to my mind, but you tell me if it's resonating. But there's a chicken and rice dish that is made in, I want to say, is it Thai? Maybe Thailand. But it's just chicken. They cook the chicken to perfection, rice, and then it has like a little bit of broth that they pour over it. And it's the simplicity of this dish, which is absolutely perfect. So maybe your inner child is craving something like that. Comfort foods may be beneficial to you. That could be indicative in this car as well, because it's showing that they're brewing, they're cooking something, they're making something. So foods that relate and connect to your childhood could also be speaking to your inner child in this moment. That could be something creative. Maybe you need to get in the kitchen with your grandmother if she's still alive, or with your grandfather or your parents, and just cook something that maybe one of your grandparents used to make when you were younger. I know for myself, whenever I cook, I'm definitely tapping into my inner child because I'm super creative and I can have fun and I don't have any restrictions or restraints. So that could have something to do with that as well. All right. So, pile number one for you, the best things for your inner child to do to be adventurous would be to tap into traveling, potentially to Japan or a country that offers simplicity in life, balancing out your adulting so that you can be happy by bringing out the fun, creative side of your inner child. I hope that this resonates with you. If so, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please drop a comment. Tell me if this resonates. If it doesn't, either way, I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you have any type of ideas or thoughts on any type of pick a cards I could do in the future, let me know what you want to hear and I'll see what I can do to help you. I hope you have a great day. Tap into this fun energy, get out, explore the world, balance out your unhappiness, the desire to need to be such an adult with some peace and tranquility. It'll bring you back into balance. I hope you have a great day. Bye, pile number two. Hi, pile number two. If you pick these decks here, this is your pile. So, going inward. Ooh, going inward is giving me Grand Canyon vibes if you live in the States. It is time to connect with your inner child. Well, thank you for confirming, because that's exactly what we're trying to do here, right? Is connect with that inner child. So going inward, let me show this to you. I always forget to show you guys because I just start talking and rambling. But what I'm getting here for you, pile number two, is that you need to be outdoors somewhere in the sun. Maybe backpacking, hiking, going on pilgrimages, things like that would be beneficial to your inner child. Your inner child is adventurous. They want to do things that require them to take risk, get out, jump in. I was talking to my sister-in-law the other day, and we were hanging out. We had a family barbecue, and she's like, I'm going to go jump off the cliff. And I'm like, go ahead, girl. So maybe your inner child is something like that. Your inner child is like, I want to go jump off of a cliff. Do it. Make sure you're safe though, and please don't hurt yourself or anyone else. Yeah, so the queen, let me show you. Let me show you because I'm going to forget. So the queen energy is absolutely about releasing. Maybe you're a parent or you're pregnant or you have children. But the queen energy is all about allowing your femininity to explode and to be shown. So you could be I'm picking up on lesbian vibes here for sure. So you could be a lesbian. You could also have tapped into too much of your masculine energy, and that's possibly caused you to decide that you don't want to be in this feminine energy. Something could have happened to your inner child that didn't allow your inner child to be adventurous. Maybe you had to operate more in your masculine, and there's a need to bring that into balance. So to bring that into balance, you are needing to go out and to do fun, adventurous things, skydiving. I'm seeing like, is it like cliff hanging, whatever, something like that. I'm seeing you hiking in a Grand Canyon, taking long trips, hiking Mount Shasta, things like that, doing explorative adventures that would be outgoing and considered dangerous to some. But for you, it's a matter of conquering and devouring these things so that your inner child understands that she is or he is free to operate in the feminine energy. So surrender. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this. Stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. So, yeah, that's definitely masculine energy. Feminine energy is about nurturing. It's about grace, right? It's about surrender. It would be willing to surrender and to do things. When we operate in our masculine energy, we're more restricted. We're more constrained in the way that we kind of process and think about things more logically. The feminine energy is more emotional. It's more of a, okay, let's just kind of go with the flow type of thing. And I'm not saying that male and females, I'm talking about feminine and masculine energy, and we all have both, so don't forget that. But when you're operating in your feminine energy, it is a lot easier for feminine energy to go with the flow and to just relax. So I'm showing and seeing that these things, these adventures would allow you to just go with the flow and to learn how to relax a little bit and operate a little bit more in your feminine energy. So this says a firebird is called to soar. So I'm absolutely seeing what's that called? Okay, I wish I knew the words to these things, but I'm seeing when you go on like a tropical vacation and they have, I've seen them in lots of places, but you go on a tropical vacation, anytime there's an ocean, you can go, I always have to ask my husband the names of these things because I'm freaking clueless, but it's basically like parachuting. That's what I'm seeing. Thank you, Holy Spirit, parachuting. So something like that. Ooh, when the grit becomes a pearl. Wow, this is awesome too. Look at explosive energy. There's something like super like crazy that your inner child is wanting to do, and it looks like you probably just need to pop that out of the shell. You may have been clammed up and oystered into the idea that you need to be tough and strong, and your inner child is saying, let me go have something, do something fun. I want to do something fun. I want to do something fun. Yeah, being indecisive as to whether or not you're okay to operate in that feminine energy. Adventures that are like wild and crazy to other people are going to be really beneficial to you. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is all about exploration. The Page of Swords is an intuitive, like basically they're an inquisitive person. They naturally just want to know exactly what's going on in every area. So what they do is they start to investigate. Thank you, that's the right word. They're an investigative energy. So they're going to go out and say, I want to do this. Let me think, let me look into this. Let me look into this. What they can do and what I'm seeing here is that you can get so caught up in trying to figure out if this is going to be the right thing that prevents you from doing it. The high priestess, she kind of withdraws. She pulls back. She's silent. She doesn't necessarily take action. She's more of a silent type of individual, and it can take her a while to be decisive about things. She can have a lot of indecision going on because the high priestess is always trying to figure out whether or not this is going to be good or harmful, right? She's wise. The Ten of Swords too is, if you see, look at her. This is so awesome. Look at her. She's like standing at a cliff, like, should I do this? Like, should I do this? So I'm seeing someone like, okay, I want to go out and I want to do this, but I'm not sure if it's safe. Sometimes you have to take risk in order for you to figure out whether or not it's safe or not. You want to do and take risks that are obviously not going to cause you or anyone else harm. But if you don't take the risk, you're not going to allow your inner child to be free from the restrictions and restraints of life. So pile number 2 for you, what I'm seeing is that you need to go out and be adventurous, whatever that looks like for you. So for me, an adventure is me trying to hike somewhere because I'm not super like in shape, and so that's an adventure for me. Whatever you see an adventure as, I'm not telling you to go do anything crazy that could potentially risk your life. I'm just telling you that what I'm seeing, what the cards are showing, what I feel God is speaking clearly is that you need to allow your inner child to take risk by doing something that you would not necessarily consider doing in the past. Take a risk. It's going to be worth the risk. I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth the risk. And you're going to allow yourself to be free from being so inquisitive and so investigative that you're not allowing yourself to actually go out and have fun. Surrender to this journey. Surrender to your feminine energy. There's nothing wrong with it. Be exactly who you are and fly freely. All right, pile number 2. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you pick this pile, these are your cards. Ooh, do what you need to do. It may be difficult, but the time is now. So your inner child, let me just tell you, I was having a time pulling your cards, definitely picking up on like stubborn energy here. Your inner child is probably very withdrawn, and it's just because your inner child hasn't been able to be free. I will tell you that I think you're super creative. Before I even flip the rest of the cards over, I'm just going to tell you what I was picking up on when I was drawing your cards. You're super creative. You're probably great at a lot of things, and it's probably overwhelming for you to figure out exactly what you should do. So before I pull anything else or uncover any of the other cards, I'm just going to say, just do whatever it is that you feel like doing in that moment. Like, don't put the restriction on yourself of having to do one specific thing right now. Whatever you feel like doing in that moment, do it. If it's fun, if you want to draw, if you want to color, if you want to make, I don't know, um, slime, if you want to make body butters, if you want to make perfumes, if you want to make whatever it is that you want to make, right? If you want to do woodworking, things like that, just do it. Resin, just do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Your inner child is saying, do what you need to do. Please just do something, because by not doing anything, you're restricting your abilities. You might feel like the fact that you can do so many things is a kind of like a punishment, or it's a problem. Like, oh, this is just terrible. I'm just so good at so many things. Like, this is terrible. And it's not. I'm getting that because there's mushrooms in the background. And sometimes we can look at mushrooms as a fungus, right? So mushrooms are a fungus. We can look at a fungus and be like, oh my God, who would want to eat that, right? But if you eat a mushroom, you're like, oh my God, this is freaking bomb. Like, this is amazing. So sometimes our gifts and talents can feel like they're a hindrance to us, or they're restrictive, but they're not when you allow that inner child to just be free to just operate in those things. Don't allow yourself to hold yourself back, because that's what I'm getting from your energy. All right, monk nun. Ooh, this is awesome. Wow. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. That's the light attribute. The shadow attribute is negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety. Wow. This is awesome. So you could be naturally very intuitive. You could, and honestly, a lot of empaths, a lot of intuitives are very, very capable of doing lots of things. Like there's so many things that we can do, and it's just because we've just been given these gifts. So maybe there's something that your inner child needs to do in regards to just learning how to meditate and just sit and relax, doing activities that will allow you to meditate. So, for example, like I mentioned a moment ago, coloring, drawing, stenciling, dotting, things like that, that will just allow you to relax. Um, that's what I'm seeing and getting with this. Not necessarily that you're a monk or a nun, but I'm picking up on just relaxing activities, activities that allow you to just sit in peace. Like I'm picking up on like the need to be like in high priestess energy where you're just kind of sitting. You don't have to do or say too much, but you just are allowing things to be. Your inner child may be restless. Maybe you didn't get a chance when you were younger to just sit and be at peace. So maybe that's why I'm getting there's such a peaceful energy about you. Like your aura and everything feels very relaxing and peaceful. But it does feel like you have a lot that you can do. And I feel like you have such a desire to figure out just one thing that you're great at. And it's like, just do them all. And then the things that you're not so great at, they'll fall by the wayside. So choice. Ooh, this is like Seven of Cups vibes for me. So the choice card says, worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Wow, this is totally confirmation of what I was just saying. So yeah, definitely confirming and validating that there's lots that you can do. I don't know if you're paying attention to the colors here, but the color scheme, you have very soft, angelic energy. It's very soft. It's very, very peaceful. And this is what your inner child is requesting is peace when you do things that are fun and creative. Oh, ooh. Okay, all the magic everywhere. You guys, I can't make this stuff up. Okay, I did not come on here. I could totally pick up on these things when I was in your energy drawing the cards. I was like, oh my God. And I'm sorry, I need to sneeze. 2 seconds. Okay, it doesn't want to come. So that sneeze not coming out is also the same thing with you. You are afraid to come out and just be. So that prevents you from doing a lot of the creative things that you're capable of doing. It's like you get there, you get to the edge, and then you're like, oh no, 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 no. No, I'm not that good. So you probably are an artist of some sort. I'm seeing like paintings. I'm also seeing like sculpting. And for some reason, you don't feel like your art is good enough. And it is, it is, it is, it is. And your energy is going to bring peace through the art to the viewers. So just do it. Do it, do it, do it. Your inner child wants to be creative. There's so much that you just haven't tapped into. And it's because you're withdrawing, you're holding yourself back. And it's because you have so much you can do. Do them all. And then, like I said, the things you can't do, they'll fall off. All the shoes fell from the sky. Oh my gosh, guys. I seriously can't make this up. I cannot make this up. All the shoes fell from the sky. So you got everything. God was just like, look, let me just give you all this stuff because you just that raw. And look at all these cards you got. You got way more cards than any other deck. If the dogs come circling around, wow. Wow. So what I'm picking up on from these last two cards is first of all that you did just get an abundance of creative abilities, right? But what I'm getting here is that you feel like it stinks up the room. It's like, oh my God, like this, like all of this stuff is awesome, but it's just stinking up the place because I can't like just do, like, I just want one thing. Like everybody else has one thing that they're great at, right? Like Beyonce is just a great performer, a great singer. She probably can't cook or do much other stuff, right? This is like what I'm picking up on, like you saying about people, not her necessarily. I'm using her as an example. But like, oh, Beyonce, she's such a great singer. How come I can't just be great at like one thing? Your inner child is saying, just let me be good at all these things. And then whatever I'm great at is going to come into fruition. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So I'm sure you have been lying to yourself about what you're capable of doing and what your abilities are. And it's just because you just are just overwhelmed by the fact that you have so much that you can do. That can be overwhelming. That can be overwhelming. Wow. 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 Okay. This is total confirmation too. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. This is just saying that you need to get out of your head. This is all about self imprisonment. The Nine of Swords. You're stressing. You have anxiety. You're frustrated over the fact that, excuse me, that you're not sure of what you want to do because you can do so much. But the cards are showing that if your inner child just starts to do fun, creative things, those could be financially rewarding for you. And all you have to do is just move forward. Stop holding yourself back. Stop restricting yourself. Be honest with yourself that, yes, I can do all of these things. There's probably one or two things that you absolutely love to do. Jump on the bandwagon and do those things. Jump on the bandwagon. There's financial gain in your fun and creative activities. Okay, I'm seeing like farmers markets. Like, I don't know why I keep seeing farmers markets. Like, I'm seeing someone like at the farmers market selling whatever it is that they're making, whether it's their art, whether it's the bath bombs, or the what was I saying, the body scrubs. Like, I'm just seeing like somebody selling whatever it is that they have at a farmers market, and it can be financially fulfilling for you. You just need to plant that seed and move forward. Stop holding yourself back. Let your inner child have fun in all the things, in all the things. And then at some point, the inner child will say, all right, this is what's supposed to stick. But you have something to offer. I'm seeing mosaics. Look, there's mosaics here. I keep my little mosaic coaster here just to remind me that there's always other options. There's always other options. It's never just this or that. It's always other options. And you, I'm being drawn to this, so you must be a mosaic. You're made up of such amazing creative things, and your inner child just wants you to be free to just fly in those things. Maybe someone has taught you or told you that what you want to do is not good. It could be for religious purposes too, like, oh, this is not beneficial. But your inner child is just saying, let me just go and have fun in whatever it is that I want to do. So go and do it. And please drop a comment. Let me know in the comment section what it is, because I'm dying to know. You guys are like freaking amazing here. This is like blah, it's like blah. It's so much dope energy. So pile number 3, hope you have a fantastic day. I hope this resonated. Again, drop a comment and tell me what your creative abilities are, because I'm really curious to see what you guys can do, because this is just so dope. And your pile, when I was pulling the cards, was giving me like some drama. So you might have some dramatic paintings or something like that that you do. So just drop a comment, tell me. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. All right, pile number 4. Let's get into your energy. Your inner child is vibrant. Okay, I was like just picking up on that. I try to just sit and just soak in the energy for a second. But your energy is vibrant. Like maybe you're a musician, or I'm picking up like music vibes from this pile just right off the bat. Oh, oh my God. You guys, I didn't even read this. This says flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So yeah, I'm picking up on music, but I'm also like dancing for some reason is popping up too. So there's I don't know what type of arts they're called, but oh, performing arts. Thank you. That's what it's called. Performing arts. Guys, I be messing up words all the time just because I just get so excited, and I wish I could like tell you guys how I have like all this stuff in my brain that wants to come out in these messages, and I have to like figure out how to like slow it down and deliver. If I'm talking too fast, tell me. I'll try to slow down, but I do talk fast just naturally. but get into the flow or get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So I'm seeing like performing arts. Immediately when I like was getting ready to turn this card over, I started getting Julia Arts, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I've seen it on lots of movies, but I think that's like the performing arts school. So like drama, music, um, and dance, I think, are the things that they focus on. So your inner child wants to get out and dance, going to Zumba, going to like African dance classes, going to hip hop dance classes, salsa dance classes, anything that you can do in that arena. Also, I'm seeing someone like doing like Latin dancing, like, stuff like that is what I'm seeing. So get out and dance. Thief. Oh, what I'm picking up on, I'm not even going to read this to you guys because I'm picking up on the energy. I think I told you guys another reading. I'm an intuitive reader. I do not have to read the cards to be able to feel what I'm feeling. So I'm going with what I feel. And if the card says something different, that's because that's the energy I ain't picking up on right now. I'm going on what I feel. I don't give a dang what the card said. Anyways, so with this thief energy, what I'm picking up on is that somebody tried to steal this from you, or this has been stolen from your inner child. So what I'm seeing, no shade, because I'm a chunky girl myself, okay? But what I'm seeing is someone who used to be younger and maybe they had a dream of dancing. Maybe they wanted to be a cheerleader or something. I'm seeing like someone being rejected constantly because of their size. And as you've gotten older, you haven't gotten thinner, but you're like, man, I still have a desire to do this. Go out and do it. It doesn't matter what size you are. Go out and do it. You can do it. Have you seen that? What's her name? Amari Monster, I think it is, on Instagram. Beyonce's dancer. She kills it every time. And she's a thicker girl. She is beautiful. She is bomb. She is fire, y'all. Go out and be you. Don't worry about what society says. Don't allow society to steal what your inner child needs for you to be free from the constraints and restrictions of life and society. Please go out and dance. If you, for example, feel like you can't sing, go out and do it. Give it a shot. Who cares what society has to say? I'm also picking up on another storyline in regards to weight. For some reason, weight has something to do with this pile that has prevented this pile from feeling like they're capable of doing this. So maybe as a child, you used to be a dancer and you've gotten older and you've had children and you've gotten thicker and you feel like, man, I can't because there's no way. Like, I can't even carry this weight. Go and start doing exercise dance classes. Your inner child is wanting to go out and move, to have fun, and to be free. All right. Needs. Ooh, awesome. Do you need more time to yourself, a break from thinking too much, a kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time that you honor them. This is exactly in line with what I was just speaking about, is about not allowing society to steal the things that you need that make you feel good. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me show you. She's a little thicker. She ain't skinny, okay? But guess what? She doesn't matter. She's not allowing time to hold her back. She's moving and going with the flow. And look, there's so much movement in this card, which is definitely giving me dance vibes. So much movement in this card. Forgive me if I'm like breathing hard. My allergies are kicking my butt. There's no way. There's no way. Guys, there's no way. What does this say? Time to dance around the sun. Wow. I cannot make this stuff up, y'all. I don't know what people be thinking. Like I just be sitting down, just doing whatever. I can't make this up. I haven't seen these cards. Time to dance around the sun. Movement, movement. Your inner child wants to move. Get up and move. Stop allowing things, people, and situations to steal that from you. There's freedom for your inner child in movement. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So maybe you feel like you're here to dance. This is, again, I'm getting dance and drama and music. You're here to do one of those three things. Do it. Don't let your size or the restrictions of your adult life prevent you from doing what you know your inner child is called to do. All right. Ooh, yes, yes, and yes, yes. The Five of Cups, the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles. This is further confirmation. Guys, Pile number 4, get your butts up and get moving. The 5 of Cups is being held back and restrained from things in the past, crying and like allowing these things to keep you withdrawn, right? So it's one thing to be melancholic like the 4 of Cups, but the 5 of Cups is about lacking the ability to move forward because of the past. Look at her. She's just sitting here. She's depressed and sad because there's something in her past that she wants to do, and it is magical, but she feels like she's not good enough. She's upset because life and situations and things around her, she feels, have prevented her from moving forward. But what she doesn't realize is it's really just herself. She's preventing herself from moving forward. She's keeping her foot stuck in those emotions. Take your foot out of your bowl and allow your inner child to be free and release that magic within you. Look at this magic, 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 magic. And to me, she looks like she's going to get up and just start gigging any second. Give her a second, she's going to get up and start moving. The Hermit is with complete withdrawing, right? Completely withdrawing from society and from things. Look at, there's a light. I've never even noticed this like this, but look, there's a light that's lit underneath her. She has this passion within her and it's burning, but she doesn't want to allow it out. And the reason why is because she won't come back to society. So maybe you've allowed your weight and your physical appearance in some way to prevent you from getting out and just going out and doing the things that you want to do because you feel like you don't look like the Instagram girls. Trust me, those Instagram girls are not what you think they are. They're more miserable than you are. Trust me. And the reason why is because they're going out and they're buying things that are not going to resolve the issues within. You don't need to buy anything. All you need to do is buy yourself enough time to be able to go out and do these things, to put these things into action. The 9 of Pentacles is about confidence. The 9 of Pentacles has put in the work, physical work. So maybe go to the gym to make yourself feel better about yourself, right? Start walking, do something, get dressed, okay? Even if you're not doing any of that stuff, just get up and get dressed. Put on your best clothes so that you feel the best about yourself. This is about confidence in yourself. She's built this by herself, not anyone else. You have built and have the abilities within you by yourself. God gave you these things, but no one can take those things from you. And because she's confident, because she sees and knows who she is, it's not about her appearance. It's about who she is within. She feels confident because she knows the stability, the groundedness, the capabilities of herself because she's built an empire on her own. That allows her to be gracious in the things that she does. It also allows her to go out and stand in front of the world in the face of chaos and turmoil with confidence. Your inner child wants you to fly free. Your inner child wants you to be free. Your inner child wants you to be confident, and you're going to get that by dancing. So go ahead, pile number 4, dance your little heart out. And when you do, send me your videos. Make sure you make a comment or comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know where you're dancing and how to find your videos on YouTube. This is so awesome and fun and playful, and there's such an energetic, exhilarating vibe here. You just don't know because you're not allowing your inner child to go out and have fun. So get out and dance. Dancing is going to set you free. All right, pile number 4, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any video suggestions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.